Good morning to all. How are you? I hope all are safe at home. Welcome again to English online classes. I am Revati, your English teacher. Today let's discuss phrasal verbs. What is phrasal verbs? Do you know the word sit up? Do you know the meaning? Sit and up separately. But when they come together, they have different meaning.
So, the word sit up means to show that you are interested in something. That means you are interested in something. For example, the queen sat up wondering who spoke. The queen sat up wondering who spoke. The another example, dress up. We know the meaning of dress and up separately, but when they come together, the meaning is a little different. Dress up means dress formally. Dress formally. For example, she dressed up for her interview. That means she dressed formally for her interview. Okay? Then another example, play up. Play up. Here, play up means exaggerate. Exaggerate. For example, football players often play up their injuries. Football players often play up their injuries. That means they exaggerate their injuries. So, when some group of words used together that have a different meaning. Okay, now let's discuss the textual exercise from the textbook, page number 33. Can you see a table? So match the phrases in A with their meaning in B. There are 7 phrases and their meaning. The first one is already done here. The first one, add up. First one is add up. What is the meaning of the word add up? To join two or more numbers. In mathematically, it is the meaning to join two or more. For example, please add up the item in my shopping basket. And the second one, wake up. Wake up. What is the meaning of the phrase wake up? To stop sleeping. To stop sleeping. For example, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I wake up at 7 o'clock. The third phrase, grow up. Grow up. What is the meaning of grow up? To change from being a baby to being an older child or adult. To change from being a baby to being an older child or adult. For example, when I grow up, I become an engineer. When I grow up, I become an engineer. And the fourth one, cheer up. What is the meaning of cheer up? Feel less sad. That means to become happier, to make somebody start to feel happy. For example, he looks sad, let's cheer him up. He looks sad, let's cheer him up. The next word, clean up. What is the meaning of the phrase clean up? Make a place tidy. Make a place tidy. What is mean by tidy? Neatly. Okay. For example, we must clean up the kitchen. We must clean up the kitchen. And the sixth one, fill something up. Fill something up. Fill up. Okay. What is the meaning of that phrase? Put as much as possible into something. Put as much as possible into something. For example, the restaurant soon filled up with people. And the last one, give up. Give up. What is the meaning of give up? To stop doing something. To stop doing something. For example, Peter has decided to give up smoking in order to live a healthier lifestyle. That means Peter has decided to stop smoking to live long. I hope you understood. Match the phrases in A with their meaning in B column. Okay, do it properly.
Now let's discuss an exercise from the textbook, page number 33, a listening activity. I will play audio, listen to the audio and give the number to the pictures. Okay? All of you listen carefully.
Listening. Listen to the story and number the pictures. Anu goes to a shop. She asks the shopkeeper for a pack of crayons. The shopkeeper searches for a pack of crayons, but he is not able to find one on the shelves. The shopkeeper offers Anu a pack of color pencils instead. But Anu does not want it. She thanks the shopkeeper and leaves.
I hope you all listen the audio. Now shall we give the numbers to the pictures? Okay. What is the first sentence? Anu goes to a shop. She asks the shopkeeper for a pack of crayon. Which picture is telling this part? Yes, the second picture. Okay, what is the next sentence? The shopkeeper searches for a pack of crayons, but he is not able to find one on the shelves. Which picture? Yes, the third one. Okay. Okay, the next sentence. The shopkeeper offers Anu a pack of color pencil instead. Which picture? Yes, the first one. Okay, then the fourth sentence. But Anu does not want it. Anu does not want it. Which picture describes this sentence? Yes, the last one. Okay, and the last sentence. She thanks the shopkeeper and leave. She thanks the shopkeeper and leave. Which picture? Yes, the fourth one. I hope you understood the story and do it yourself in your textbook. Okay?
I hope you understood the content clearly. Tomorrow we will discuss another topic. Let's conclude today's section. See you in the next class. Bye.